we are going to get started here. Thanks so much for showing up today. Hey, so what I'm wondering is, would you like to know how I bought two bankrupt businesses and added $100,000 to their bottom line in 12 months? In a few minutes, I'm going to share with you exactly how I got people opening the door with money in their hand, ready to buy, and how I turned two bankrupt little chocolate stores into cash-generating machines. And it works whether you're a brick and mortar retail business, a service business. I'm going to mute everybody for right now, and then mute all, and then I will unmute you in a little bit. Okay, sorry. Okay, so where was I at? It works for a brick and mortar retail business, a service business, or a home-based business. So imagine you learned this information and you're now in Venice or Rome, Italy, or wherever your dream trip would take you. You know, I just taught a workshop on Wednesday and it seemed like everybody wanted to go to Italy, so I kind of have that on my mind, which is why I'm bringing it up now. So, or imagine learning this information and having a business that not just pays your bills, but supports the freedom-based lifestyle that you envisioned when you became self-employed. My name's Jean Kuhn, and welcome to How to Bring More Customers in the Door During the Summer and Increase Your Cash Flow. You know, I believe that you were born to be a success in life and business and make a difference in the world. I believe small business owners struggle because they aren't consistent in their marketing. I believe small business owners don't make enough money because they don't know how to make sales calls, or they don't feel that they're in sales, so they don't make sales calls, and not realizing that all of us are selling something, right? And I believe that it's easy to make money when you know how to run your business like a business and stop running it like a hobby, which I see so many people do. And to be honest, I believe I'm the right person to help you with all of this. So I'm going to put it down there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so I've been an entrepreneur for 32 years now, owning several small businesses, and more than a couple times I found myself not making enough money. And at one point, I was making less than $2 an hour. I didn't know how to make sales calls. I wasn't speaking or sharing my message because I was afraid people will judge me. And I didn't know how to portray the value that I bring to the party. So I'm just wondering, do any of you feel like that? Are you tired of not making enough money? Do you ever think about quitting? I'm not going to lie. I thought about quitting when I wasn't making much more. I actually was making just under $2 an hour. And I thought a lot about quitting those first 27 years. You know, you have people who waste your time. They're always asking for a discount. Maybe you have employees. When I had employees, it seemed like they just sucked the joy out of my life, right? And it made it not seem like fun. It made it seem very stressful, and you know, everybody got a raise except for me because, you know, I needed them to continue to come to work every day. And I knew that feeling all too well of how I didn't earn enough money before. But I think that God just took pity on this girl who would not quit on her dreams. And I stumbled across the secrets to getting more clients, which led to more cash flow. And I learned where I was wasting my time in marketing and advertising. And I learned how to target a few people to get massive results. And then I started having way more fun in my life. And the good news is for you is I'm going to share all of that and what I found that made a difference in my business and in my life. So your business can, and I'm going to help you with that too. So your business can take off and you can live the life of freedom where choices are no longer off limits. And you know, now I love what I do. I work with rock stars entrepreneurs that love to work with me. They happily pay me for my services. And I work with people either one-on-one or in groups. Then they see their businesses growing. And most importantly, they see their cash flow take an immediate jump, almost like right away. So that's one thing that I'm really good at. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you were at my workshop the other day, please forgive me that about 5 minutes of this will be material that I shared the other day, but you know what? It's really good information. So here we go. Oops. Okay. Why is that not working? Really? Hold on, guys. I might have locked my PowerPoint up here. Let's try it again. I don't think I had it in presentation mode. Um, seriously, technology is not my friend. Okay, so here we go. So, would you buy a bankrupt business? If you would buy a bankrupt business, put it in the chat room. Yes, I would buy a bankrupt business. And if you would you buy 2 bankrupt businesses? Put it in the chat room if you would not. I'm always surprised by how many people will not look at a bankrupt business, right? Because they're looking to spend some money and they want to get in right away. And let me just tell you guys, the reason I bought 2 bankrupt businesses right off the bat is there was 3 reasons. Number one, that it was a chocolate store. So I thought, okay, how bad can that be? Number 2, when I walked in the door, I knew immediately what I needed to do to turn that place around. Number 1, I just had to add product to the shelves. They had nothing to buy in there. It was so old product in there, and it was not fresh, and it was ugly in there, and it looked like a florist store from the outside. I actually walked by it 3 times before I went in because I was too close to the building to see the sign above. And I actually thought I was walking by a florist shop the first 3 times I walked by it, and I couldn't find it. And then the third reason I bought a bankrupt business is because they practically give those damn things away, right? You spend a lot less money if you are willing to do the work to turn it around. And to me, it seemed like a no-brainer. After looking at the P&Ls and that they weren't making anything, I could see some places where I could pull some money out of, and I just needed to pull a little bit out of to start investing it back in the business. And here's the truth is, I did not pay myself the first 4 years of having that business. Everything went back into reinvesting into the store because I didn't want to take any more money, right? I didn't want to come up with any more money to put in it. So I was willing not to take any pay for the first 4 years. But it got so much better when I did make some, took a paycheck then. Okay, so, okay, I just shared that with you. Maybe I didn't share this, that I bought 2 bankrupt businesses and I added $100,000 to their bottom line in the first 12 months I owned them by doing exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So here's what I learned from buying 2 bankrupt businesses. Number 1, advertising costs you money. Marketing makes you money. Advertising costs you money. Marketing makes you money. And I like to use this example too of M&M Mars. M&M Mars is the number 3 biggest privately held company in the United States, and all 3 of the family members running the company are multi-billionaires, right? And they spend a lot of money, millions and millions of dollars every year marketing M&Ms. And it's because, number 1, I believe that they understand that candy needs, even though it's candy and you can go even 5 minutes from your house and find M&Ms, that they want to keep that right in front of your face. So when you go in there, you go into a gas station or a grocery store in the checkout line or wherever, I always find myself at Sam's Club in the candy aisle in front of the big, like 3 or 5 pound bags of M&Ms. Love M&Ms, even though I owned a chocolate store, right? They know exactly that they need to keep that out there in order to keep their brand growing. And if you get online, if you would just mute yourself, that would be great. And I would so appreciate that. So they know right away that you have to keep marketing your product. But here's the thing. When's the last time you saw an ad for a Butterfinger bar? Or when's the last time you saw an ad for a Heath bar or a Zero bar or any one of other candy bars? You do see once in a while, you'll see other Mars products, commercials for them, but not as many as you see for M&Ms. And except for Snickers, which is M&M Mars also, they've got those cool commercials where they take a regular person and they, make them into a celebrity and show them being hangry, right? But a Snicker bar is all you need to turn that right around. They know exactly how to hit their market with that. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about marketing and advertising to show you what the difference is, and then we'll be on with things here. So if the circus comes to town and you paint a sign that says circus coming to the fairgrounds on Saturday, that's advertising. If you put a sign on the elephant and you walk that elephant into town, that's a promotion. If the elephant walks through the mayor's flower bed, that's going to be publicity, right? Everybody's going to know about it. And if you can get the majority of the public to laugh about what's going on with an elephant walking into town with a sign on his back, and he walks through the mayor's flower bed, that's public relations. But if you planned the entire walk, maybe or maybe not, including the mayor's flower bed, that's marketing. And if you do a good job and you go to the circus and you buy popcorn and you buy tickets and you buy rides and show tickets and sideshow tickets, all of that, that's sales. So I hope that that gives you kind of a little way to distinguish, because I hear advertising and marketing thrown about and used as an interchangeable term, and they actually are not. Most businesses rely on one marketing strategy to grow and sustain their business. And for you, it could be networking. It could be social media. It could be LinkedIn. There's a lot of different ways, but people find they like one way and then they use that until it no longer becomes effective. And then they don't think about the fact that their marketing strategy has run its term and they don't think to do something else. So what happens to your business when your clients leave, right? Over the summer, happens all the time. Maybe they moved or maybe they got laid off. This happened to us in 2008, 2009, when the economy crashed and all of the houses were going into foreclosure, and then people were losing their homes left and right. It actually took us till 2010. We were still going well. There's a couple markets that will hold up in a down economy like that for a little while. One of them is alcohol. One of them is cigarettes, and the other thing is chocolate. People want things that make them feel good. It did not really hit us until 2010, but by 2010, all the stores around us were closing up, and I just remember going back into the 90s, that Zig Ziglar had said at one point, you control your economy, and if it's a bad downturned economy, if you can make it through this, you're going to be okay. And I really held tight to that, because there was a lot of other Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factories, which is the brand that I own. There was a lot of other chocolate stores that went out of business in 2008, 2009. And we came through it with flying colors, right? So you need to constantly be bringing in new clients, because chances are slim that they're all going to leave at one time. And if your client pool is so small and you see a dip in sales when they're gone, and maybe they're gone for, if your client pool is so small, you'll see a dip in sales when they're gone. If they're gone for a few weeks, you'll be okay. But what if they're gone forever? And that was where we were hitting around 2010, that stores were closing in our town. There was all kinds of homes for sale. People were being foreclosed on. People were short sailing. It was just a crazy time. And at that point, that's where we really started to feel the pinch of the economy. So now think about your clients leaving for a while and maybe forever, and having one worn out marketing strategy that's become less effective over time. And what do you have? Well, right there, that's exactly what you have. You've got a downturn in sales, and it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. And actually, right there where that circle is, that's about the point where small business owners either decide that maybe they need some help, right? Maybe at that point, they will hire somebody to help them or coach them. And at that point, it's almost too late, right? Or they will ride the wave for till their last dollar, till they've lost everything before they close their business, because they're very highly invested in that business, and they keep hoping that it's going to turn around, but they don't take any action to do it. And oh my God, I see this every single day. So I like to think about marketing like a table. With only one leg of your table's not going to stand, right? With two legs of your table's not going to stand. The minimum legs you have to stabilize your table is 3. And I always like 4. I feel really good if I've got a table that has 4 legs. I feel good that it's strong, it's sturdy, and it's going to withhold the weight of whatever I put on that. And like your business, it would withhold the weight of dipping sales there. If you've got 4 strategies, 3 or 4 strategies that you're using. And this is what I teach my clients all the time, that you need 3 or 4 strategies that you're working at any given time. So the problem with marketing strategies is there's hundreds of them, and how do you know which ones to use, right? You've got 5 or 6 different really big social media strategies, and then you've got collateral like business cards, brochures, posters. A book would fall in here too. And anything that's you would give to somebody that could possibly end up in the garbage, that's what I'm calling collateral. You know, a lot of times you'll go to someplace and they will give you a t-shirt, right? Well, I don't usually wear t-shirts anymore. And the t-shirts they normally would give me are like a one size thing that my husband doesn't wear t-shirts anymore. My kids don't want them. So what do you do with that stuff, right? You either put them in the recycle pile or the Goodwill pile, but you don't really use them. So, but then you've got strategies like networking and direct mail and blogging and email and employees and customer service. Customer service is one of the best strategies you can use. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. It was around, I don't know, probably around 2006 or so. Right across the street from my chocolate store, a Kilwin's Chocolates moved in. I could see them from my front window. They were not quite, they were closer to me than they were to Fannie Mae. So Fannie Mae was 2 blocks over, and these guys were like a half a block away from me. And when I would look out my window, it just ticked me off that I could see them there. So I went into their store, and oh my God, it was identical to my store. Fudge tables in the front, shelves across from the register, filled with the same kind of chocolates that I was carrying, right? Because I would bring things in from other vendors, and they brought them in from the same vendors. And not only was I ticked off, I mean, it's like my sales started slumping right there because everybody wants to try the new guy in town, right? When a new restaurant opens up, all the other restaurants dread that because they know for a while they're going to be losing sales while people are trying the new restaurant. And that's exactly what happened. So I did actually 2 things. As I was complaining about that to one of my fellow franchisees, she kindly reminded me she said, the only way you're going to be able to compete with them is on customer service, right? And I pulled my staff together immediately, and I'm like, look, if you're not on board for giving outstanding experience in customer service every time they walk in the door, then I don't need you. So you need to decide right now if you're going to stay with me and provide an outstanding experience for people who come in here, or I need you to leave. And I think one person left. They weren't willing to put in the time that it was going to take to be retrained on how to give better service than we were already giving. And the other way that I competed with them was, I feel a little bad. I don't even feel bad about this. You get what you deserve, right? So their franchisee newsletter was online. And my husband, I always was on top of what they were doing. I knew how many people they had in their stores. I watched what they were doing. I paid attention. And one of the things they did is their franchisor put out a promotion for sending fudge to soldiers overseas. And my husband was really good about reading their newsletter. And he told me about that. Within probably not even 48 hours, I had a banner made, I had it put in my window, and I ran that promotion before they ever could get around to it. So number one, if they would have done it, it would have looked like they copied me. And number 2, they never did try to do that. And it actually went on to become the best promotion that my franchise had run. As a matter of fact, it's still running, and they turned my promotion there, or Kilwin's promotion there, into a corporate-wide franchise or franchise-wide program. that now a lot of the stores do that every single year. It's just become a great service to the community. So always be on top. That was one of my strategies, right? Watching what these guys were doing and great customer service. And then other things you have strategies are you have, a book or an ebook. Those are great strategies. A customer appreciation day and referrals and direct sales and joint ventures and lead generation. So let's keep going. So too many strategies would look like having too many legs on your table. It would cost you more money and not offer you any extra benefits. And a lot of small business owners get caught up in this, right? They hear the newest strategy of the day. Oh, somebody's using Pinterest. I must drop everything and go learn Pinterest. Or, oh my gosh, Instagram. I've got to drop everything and go learn Instagram and do that. And they're always looking for that next thing, and they don't stay with anything long enough to get the results that they're looking for. I hope that this is nobody that's on the call, but I'm guessing it is. Okay, so what strategies are you using? So let's go. I'm gonna come over here for a sec here. I'm gonna unmute all of you. I'm going to actually turn my video on. And you can't see me right now because I've got my thing up here, but let's talk about what kind of strategies you're using in your business. Who would like to start? And by the way, guys, if nobody starts, it's going to be a really short webinar because this is audience participation too. It always is when I do something. What are you using for marketing right now? I got all day, by the way. Dave, I'm just going to call on people. Dave, what are you using for marketing? What's your strategy?
What I've been using. Am I echoing?
Oh, you are echoing. I don't know why that is.
I'm on a cell phone.
Oh, you know what? So you're on your cell phone. So hold on. Let me try that. I'm gonna mute you and try that. Now try it.
Okay, much better.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm doing lately, and obviously I'm on this call to get some good ideas and to expand my business and marketing. What I've been utilizing is networking through different networker groups where you've seen me through business cards. Something that I use that's really been successful for me, I'm giving you guys a nice little nugget of knowledge, is I use a survey. I use a financial needs analysis survey. And what I do is I have somebody fill it out, and then I actually do a 3 to 5 minute video I do on a DVD, and then I give it to them. And then usually the wife, generally speaking, is more of a financial minded one in the family, and she's the buffer, and then that makes them feel more comfortable to sit down with me. So that's worked very well for me.
Awesome.
And then as far as other things that I'm looking to use that I haven't, LinkedIn, and the different social media.
Okay.
So.
All right. Who else? Okay, I'll call on you, Kathy. What are you doing? What are you using right now for marketing? Don't hang up because you're afraid I'm going to call on you anyway. Kathy, are you there? Karen, would you like to share anything?
I am actually not doing anything right now, but I was interested in your webinar and the other things that you explore.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, Sue Leonard.
Hey.
What about you? I can hear you. Are you okay? Are you echoey, or is it echoey for you?
Just sometimes I hear a little swishing in the background.
Okay, that's me. I've got my tutu on.
I'm just using Facebook.
Okay.
For now, but I'm going to start using LinkedIn, and my website is almost going to be up. So
awesome, very cool. Hey, Paul, how about you? Well, let me unmute you. How about you? Anything particular you're using? Paul? Okay, Kathy, are you there? Okay.
Paul typed in word of mouth.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Paul. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna mute you guys also, and then I'm gonna continue on. So give me 1 second here.
Can I ask a little bit more about the survey?
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead, Sue.
I'm just curious as to what kind of survey, what kind of company it's for, and was it accounting services or?
Dave, you want to
Oh,
answer?
okay. Yeah, sure. I can expound on it. I found out I've been in the financial services for a while, and I've typically my ideal market is married kids, homeowners, gainfully employed, and certain age groups. And I was noticing a lot of times, if I couldn't get somebody to sit down with me, they kind of didn't feel comfortable with me. So I came up with a couple years ago, and you can do this with your own company. A lot of times when people see videos on like emails or what have you, they're so inundated, as we all are, with just too much information. Sometimes you don't get to something, but when you meet somebody or you network with somebody, you make that initial contact and they know you. So what I've been able to do is I do financial services. It's called Tax-Free Retirement Solutions. And people are concerned with the retirement. They're concerned with paying too many taxes for property taxes or what have you. And that's kind of what I do. So what I came up with a few years ago is I put together this survey, and it was 7 key questions. And I rate it like, is it a 1, 2, 3, or 4? Obviously, a 1 means is very important to them. A 4 is maybe not. It could be college education. It could be retirement, running out of money, early retirement, paying taxes, what have you. So there's 7 areas I ask them, and then at the end of it, I say, pick your top 3, and I'll do a personalized free 3 to 5 minute video. So that's what I do. I'll do a 3 to 5 minute video, and let's say hypothetically, they say college education, early retirement, and maybe running out of money are their top 3, and I'll address it. So I can either mail it to them or I can pop by and visit. And that's what I'll do sometimes. If somebody, I might pop by and visit, and it gives me a reason. I'm obviously doing it within my geographic area, but it gives me a reason to pop by and visit. And I'm giving them something. And typically, if, say, I'm not getting the appointment, maybe one of the spouses, because I want a 2-legged appointment with either the husband or the wife. Obviously, if I'm going to go over financial affairs and they're married, and I'm able to do that. And typically, if they're able to see me on this DVD or this short little bit of video, they feel more comfortable to initially sit down with me. And I already know I can help them, if depending on their situation, of course. So this has worked very successful for me. And I'm sure you can do it with your business.
Yeah, Dave, that made me think, and I don't even know if this is possible for you because I know you guys are so regulated, but can you take that video that you're making them and put them on your YouTube channel just as an information, or do you really make them completely personalized for the person you're making them for?
Well, that's a good question. I've been doing it personalized, but the thing is I have all these licenses. I'm in like 25 states because, my goal is to go, national. And the thing is we know with technology and all this other, and, that has been something I thought about, Gene, as far as doing that. But the thing is if I make a general video, then it would be okay. But if it's too much personalized information, then I have to steer away from that. So there's kind of, there's like a, the thing is if I make it vague and ambiguous, I don't like using anyone's names.
Right.
So that has been my concern because I want to make sure this is proprietary, this is personal, and I don't divulge any information about this potential client.
Right. Okay, cool. I just was wondering. All right, we're going to move on here, guys. So I'm going to mute everybody till we're done, and then I'll open it up for questions. So hang on here.
Thank you, David.
Sure, you're welcome. So.
Okay, so let's go back down there. All right, so let's go on. Whoops. Up. Look at that. Now it's, hold on a second. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's only 3 ways to grow your business, any business. It doesn't matter what your business is. Number 1, you have to increase the number of clients, or you have to increase the average transaction value, of what a customer spends, or what their average ticket price, or you have to increase the frequency of your purchases, of your clients' purchases. So I wanted to use this thing as what I did in my chocolate store, right? In the chocolate store, we saw roughly 2,000 clients a month, and they were spending on average $12 a month. So that would give me $24,000 a month in sales. But what if I could add 100 clients to my monthly walking in the door, right? And I could raise my ticket average to $15, which was pretty easy for me to do. That gave me $31,500 a month in sales. Now, that was a 31.3% increase in sales, but it was only a 5% increase in customers. Does that make sense? So I only had to increase my customer count by 5% to gain an extra, what is that, $7,500 in sales. So how can you let this play out in your business? How can you take that and increase this? I did it with promotions and sales, right? In my coaching business, I do it with by adding bonuses and adding value, or running a special, or giving away something for free to bring new clients in. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that in your business. Oh my goodness, what is the deal here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you hear all the time about a business having a constant 20, 30, 50% gain month over month. This is how they do it. It's not luck. They plan for it, and they're consistent with their marketing. So luck is not a marketing strategy. They don't look for those big gains, right, to start with. They're looking for that 15% or 5% every single month. And then it starts growing. Once they start growing a little bit, then it gets easier. Now they're looking at 20% or 30% or 50% gain month over month. But it all starts with bringing more business in. That's the start of everything. So this is what happens when you start and you're consistent with your marketing. And Paul, I think it was you, so I'm not picking on you. But when you said that you don't have a marketing strategy, that's luck, right? And that's not a marketing strategy. So we get so wrapped up, or you get so wrapped up in running your business, and this is the best way how you ruin your business. You don't market your business. You believe in the if you build it, they will come theory. And while that made Kevin Costner very, very rich, it will not work for you unless you maybe happen to be a McDonald's in the right location or a Burger King, right? The brand is so big and powerful for those two people, or for those two businesses, that everybody knows who they are. And I know because for the longest time, I had that thought too. If I build it, they will come. Kevin Costner told me. He lied. So you're marketing your business once in a while, and you never really gain any traction or momentum because you have no plan, right? So, so you turn your marketing over to someone else, right? You're so busy running your business and trying to get sales up, and you take money you don't have, and you turn that marketing over to somebody else because you're viewing it as a painful chore, and you're dreading doing it, and you never really know if the marketing is being well done, and you don't track the results to know if it's effective or not. And you don't know which strategies you should be using, so you use one or none, right? So for me, it was all about, I had four things I think I was using. I was using Facebook. I was using email marketing. I was why am I drawing a blank here right now? I was using, email marketing. I was using coupons, and I was using sales. And that's how I would grow my business. And I used my email marketing to promote my sales. I was using Facebook to promote my sales. And but you got to have other pieces in place. You cannot rely on just Facebook, especially because Facebook is now, their algorithms change all the time. On your business Facebook pages, people see less and less and less of your posts unless you're willing to invest money into Facebook advertising and start boosting those posts. So you've got to have some other ways that you can get in front of those clients. I went out and I did different fairs. There was a lot of different, I always would look for that opportunity, and I tried really hard never to say no to a good opportunity. Community volunteer. When I didn't have any money, I went out into the community and I volunteered at the LaGrange Business Association. I got on the board. I met all the other business owners in the little village, and that's where things started clicking for me. I got to know people. They got to know me. They liked me. They trusted me. They started shopping. I had a huge jump in sales the year that I started being part of the volunteer committee in LaGrange. I'm looking here to see if there's holiday gifting, right? I always thanked those customers. If you don't do any holiday gifting for your clients, I'm not talking about every client who gives you $20. I'm talking about those clients who spend $1,000 or more with you. All of my corporate clients that came in and wanted to order gift baskets for their clients, I most certainly made sure that I corporate gifted them, right? They were spending money with me to thank their clients. They've already told me, without saying it, that that's important to them. And if it's important to them, I wanted to make sure that they also received a gift from me as a thank you for letting me be the person that they were using to send out their corporate, their gifting. I did customer appreciation days. I did networking. I networked very hard in a BNI group for, I think, 6 or 7 years down there until I just got tired of getting up at 5:30 in the morning to get my butt down there. I talked about customer service. That is the best way you can market your business. Employees, oh my God, your employees will make you or break you. And they are your biggest, next to customer service, and they're actually part of that. Your employees are your marketing, right? They are what the people see first about your business. If they do a bad job, people will know that. Actually, the couple that just bought our chocolate store came over for dinner the other night, and they were telling me that right before they came, they let go of one of their employees. And it was because they got a call from one of their customers that they were in there shopping. They told them who was behind the counter, and they told her that there was a young man standing at the back of the store who was soliciting money from the customers. It's like, and this employee was allowing it. I guess it was a friend of hers, right? That's the kind of thing that will ruin your brick and mortar business, of people walking in the door feeling like they're going to be, hit on for money and stuff like that. So there's so many different strategies. You just have to know which ones you should be using. And I teach all my clients which ones are best to be using in their business. Let's see if this is locked up again. Nope, there we go. So this is why I help ambitious, smart, independent, motivated women and some intelligent men who were born to be a success in life and business, so that they can create an income from their business that allows them to live a life of freedom and have choices where nothing's off limits again. That's really important to me, because that's how I feel. That's what I was born to do, right? I've known since I was 26 years old. When I met Zig Ziglar, I was in a room with him, and he told me I can have everything I want as long as I help enough other people get what they want. And I knew right at that moment, it seriously was like an epiphany. I knew I was supposed to help small business owners make more money. I was 26. I just had a baby. I was working from home in a direct sales company. I didn't know how to run a small business, right? I had to wait. It took me 32 years to put, about 27 years, to put all of the pieces in place and get the experience that I needed and figure all this stuff out so that I could help small business owners make more money. So I've spent the last 32 years as an entrepreneur building multiple businesses. And I teach the same strategies that I used when I bought 2 bankrupt businesses and turned them around in 12 months. I use proven strategies that I teach my clients to add money every month to their bottom line. So there are 2 things that I never turn over in my business for someone else to handle. And that's my money or my marketing. I have a bookkeeper. Actually, she's coming back. I had a bookkeeper who came every 2 weeks to make sure my employees got paid because I hated to do that. She made sure all of my invoices got on the in the QuickBooks, right? She made sure the checks were printed on time. All I had to do was sign them and send them out. I did not enjoy doing that, but I still wanted the control over my own money to know when they needed to go out, to make sure that I wasn't paying something that I knew I had a discount for, or something that she would never know. And I don't suggest that you turn over your marketing or your money to anybody else either. But I do believe that most small business owners need a mentor or some help in this area. So because of that, I would like to take a couple minutes here and just tell you that I've got, starting on Monday, I've got this traffic building summer camp. Now, I could have called it summer school, right? And it would have seemed a little bit more professional because I'm calling it summer school. But I know that most people don't want to do this work. So I'm going to make this as fun as possible. And it's going to be 15 easy, low cost, no cost strategies. They're going to be online and offline. And it's ways to increase the traffic to your business. How to get people knocking on your door, how to get people to raise their hand and say, I want to work with you. And I'm going to walk you through each strategy and hold your hand while you complete it. It's 30 days only. And at the end of that, week number 1, we're going to start working on lead generation. I'm glad to see that, Paul is in here because he might be a source for people who are needing help with websites, because once you develop a lead generator that's going to go on your website, you're going to need somebody who can take that lead generator, add the autoresponders, like something like Aweber or iMail or something like that, and put that all together so that you've got an autoresponder system, so you're not sending these out one-on-one as they come in for people opting into your lead generation. So the lead generator is something of value that you're going to give to people that they'll trade you their name and email address for the valuable gift that you're going to be giving them. This will probably take the full 30 days. We'll be working on other things too, but you'll have homework every week until that lead generator's done. And we'll be brainstorming some ideas, right? Part of the reason people don't put lead generators on their website, here's the one I see the most on there. Hey, sign up for our free newsletter. Who signs up for a free newsletter? We're inundated with that stuff, right? I was thinking the other day about my business, and the first time I was thinking about it, I had one of my clients who's a cabinet designer, kitchen designer. I had an idea for a lead generator for her. I called her and gave their idea so I could get it out of my head. As soon as I started thinking about my business again, how I might make my lead generator better, I had another client pop in, but her lead generator is going to be flippin' awesome because she does personal organizing. So you might think, well, what's a personal organizer going to give away? Well, here's what she really does. She makes her own laundry soap. She makes her own laundry fabric softener sheets. She has her own cleaning solution. So when she goes to work at somebody else's house, if she's got to clean a mirror, she's got to clean a window or something, she's got that. They're all chemical free. And I came up with an idea of putting all of her little recipes in a book, a little ebook, right? And connecting that to an Amazon store where they can buy all of the products that they need that she's talking about they use. So all they have to do then is go in and order what they need. It's right there. There'll be a link in the ebook, and it'll be super simple for people to do that. Make it easy for people to buy from you, and they will. So that's what your lead generator is. It's about providing really great value for people, and then in exchange for their email and their name. Week number 2 is going to be simple traffic building strategies every small business should be using. You know, we're all talking about that, building that know, like, and trust relationship without, we're going to be building those know, like, and trust relationships without spending countless hours networking and having coffee. And I'm going to promise you that you're not going to spend more than 30 minutes a day doing it for 1 week, right? 1 week, that's all you have to do it for 1 week. And then you'll start building credibility and fans right away from your desk. No special equipment needed, no extra cost needed. You will have a little bit of cost with the lead generator, like you might if you use somebody like Paul or anybody else that that can do that for you. But this is going to be this is one of those no cost methods that we're going to be talking about. Week number 3, we're going to be looking at the hidden revenue streams in your business. Every business has hidden revenue. Discover the untapped revenue potential in yours. You're going to find thousands of dollars that became invisible after you've been in business for a while. As I was thinking about it, how it relates to the chocolate stories I was talking about, we'd come up with a really great recipe, and we would make that, and people they'd buy us out so fast, and then we wouldn't make it again, right? Or it would take us 2 or 3 months to make it again because it was a lot. My employees just didn't want to keep making stuff like that. That's one of the ways that we could have added more revenue to our store, is to keep the stuff that's sold really fast, getting my employees to really buy into the fact that, no, this has to be done, and it has to be done today, right? And you'll get a few ideas. Again, this will be a lot of masterminding and stuff like that, because we're going to be thinking through all of these revenue streams for your business, right? To add money to your bottom line. And week number 4, small business owners don't have time to put together marketing plans. You don't want to put together marketing plans. I know that. If I can't usually sell anything that has the word marketing in it, but I'm going to show you I'm going to share with you my marketing hacks that are going to save you hours a month and give you plenty of profits. And you're going to create a simple, mind the word simple, duplicatable, and fast monthly traffic building calendar. Now, while that sounds really technical and hard and time consuming, I assure you that it is not. I assure you it is not. So today, I've pulled these off the website already because I pushed this program out 2 weeks ago, and they had till July 1st to get the bonuses. But actually, I did this webinar on Tuesday, so this is the encore presentation. So the bonuses won't expire until tomorrow for you. But I got $2,400 of value in bonuses that I'm going to give you on top of it. I'm going to give you a 30-minute private coaching call with me that we can work on your most challenging business problem. Guys, people pay me $750 for that, right? Number 2, I'm going to give you the bonus is how to think like a millionaire. And that's my proprietary mindset program that my clients ask for again and again because they get the results they desire. The last time I ran this, I had a real estate agent in there. She wanted, her 30-day goal was 8 new move-up clients in 30 days. Now, in 30 days, she wanted 8 new clients. She came back at our first call. So we did our kickoff call. 1 week later, we had our first call, and she had 8 new clients already in the first week. Didn't even have to take a month to get that. That's almost unheard of in the real estate business. That's a $997 value. Bonus number 3 is going to be a complimentary ticket to my new event, Fast Track Your Freedom. I just held it this past Wednesday. Dave was there. My next one will be September 13th. You'll get a free ticket to that where I'll show you how simple it is to get what you want when you know who your ideal client is. That's a $197 value. And then bonus number 4 is going to be a recorded video on Facebook ads. I am not a Facebook ads expert, but I brought an expert in to do a call with my clients. That's one of the things I offer my clients all the time is I'm bringing in experts to help them. So a recorded call on Facebook ads that I'm going to share with you and what you need to know about them, right? And how you can start using this inexpensive advertising for your business. And this is a $500 value. So the bonuses total up to $2,444 for everything that I'm going to be giving you. What you'll be doing is getting every week, you're going to get 3 to 5 effective traffic building strategies. 5 weekly video conference meetings. I'm sorry, it's 4. I don't know why it says 5. It's 4. We do it. It starts Monday and then it's the next 3 Mondays. So 4 weekly video conference meetings. This allows me to share my screen and for the teaching portion of the module. Then I'm going to open it up for Q&A and some brainstorming on your lead generators. Brainstorming on things that you can start adding to your business right now to start bringing in more cash. And because this is a summer camp, right, there's no heat stroke for you. You get to work in the comfort of your own air-conditioned office. There's no bugs and lumpy cots. You're going to sleep like a baby in your own bed, dreaming of the money you're making. It's a fun traffic building strategy you won't forget, and you're going to use them over and over, just like you're using those swim lessons you learned in summer camp, right? There's no nighttime scary stories about the small business owner that didn't have enough clients. Those stories scare me the most. And there's no embarrassment from the messy hair from swimming or wearing your bathing suit in front of others at this camp, right? No, it's going to be simple. It's going to be fun. Guys, my motto is, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. And you know you need to increase your traffic. So why not have fun doing it in a very small amount of time over the summer with a group full of people led by somebody who has done this for themselves, who can help you get through this. So I'm so looking forward to being your camp counselor. It's going to be fun, it's going to be fast, and most importantly, it's going to be profitable. And here's my summer promise to you. If you show up and do the work that you have, and you will have a completed lead generator finished in 30 days that will build customer traffic to your website when you market it properly, and it will make you more money. Number 2 is, I know you don't want to do this, and you know you need to do this. So I'm going to make it valuable for you and fun. And number 3, you'll be set to have an amazing fourth quarter this year because you'll be right on course. You know, I learned a long time ago that whatever you do today, you don't see the financial benefits from usually for about 90 days, right? By the time the money comes in, if you're a realtor, by the time it closes, if you're a tax person like Dave, you've got all of these people, you've got meeting after meeting after meeting before they trust you enough to write you a check for their investments, right? So most of it is you don't see the financial benefit for 90 days. So you're definitely setting yourself up for a kick-ass fourth quarter. Number 4, I'm wrapping a big 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee bow around this whole package, because if you don't feel like you got your money's worth during this 30 days and the bonuses that I'm giving you, on day 30, all you have to do is send me an email and request a refund. Now, if you don't do any of the work and you don't show up on the calls, I'm not refunding your money because you didn't uphold your end of the bargain. But if you do that, and you might be asked to show your work and prove that you've been doing what I've asked before the refund will be issued. But if you're doing the work, that should not be an issue, right? So you will not, however, if you do ask for a refund, that's perfectly okay. There's no questions asked unless I want to see that would be the question I was asking. Did you do the work, and were you showing up on the calls and participating? But you won't get them to Think Like a Millionaire bonus because that's going to start 30 days after your summer camp. So, because I don't want you working on 2 things at one time, because I also know you have a business that you're running at the same time. Okay, so what are you getting? 30 days traffic summer camp, 4 weekly group strategy calls, $2,400 worth of bonuses, some fun thrown in while you're building your business. No refund if you don't have any fun though, right? You got it. If you say you didn't have any fun, well, I'm going to make it fun. So if you didn't have any fun, then you just must not be a fun person. So, and a money back guarantee if you do the work and you don't feel you got your money's worth. And all of this, the whole summer camp, the 30-day summer camp, is for the low, low price of $497. So I wanted to share this with you really quick here. This is one of my clients. I couldn't get this video to play on Wednesday. So Dave, if you're still on the phone, here it is. I've got it to play here on my computer. So I'm just going to share her quick little testimonial for me. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Anne Marie Gunther, professional organizer and part of Jackpot Organizer. I've been working with Jean for a year now, and Jean has helped me in so many ways. I was at a point where, I gotta be honest with you, I was making $1,200 to $1,300 a month. Now you can make more at Starbucks, and that is not what I signed up for. But I didn't know how to market. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go next. I wasn't very good at networking. I certainly wasn't speaking. I wasn't writing. So Jean got me going. I hired her, and my business has never looked back. I have made between $5,000 and $7,000 a month in the last 3 months. It just keeps going up. It's insane. I never thought I would do this well. But with Jean's help, she has helped me make videos, which is another thing. I didn't know anything about it. Writing newsletters. Didn't know anything about that either. It's helping me in so many different ways of marketing and doing it well. She has had multiple businesses, so she's done it. She knows what doesn't work and what does. So to me, I needed to hire someone who absolutely knew what they were doing and would tell me the right thing the first time. I didn't have to waste time and money figuring out on my own. I already tried that. It didn't work for me. It was just at a standstill. And like I said, I was not going to let it start off. So if you're contemplating Gene helping you out, I honestly don't know how you can't. You will be in the same place in 3 months if you choose to try it on your own, like I did. And you're going to regret it. You're going to waste so much time and money. Just hire her. She is absolutely amazing. She makes my day every day. She will promote you. She will help you in absolutely everything you need. And if you have one of those down days, which about every 3 months I'm just kind of down on myself, she will lift you up, keep you in the butt, and get you going. She is just a lifesaver. I can't say enough. I just love you. If anyone has any questions, please give me a call. Gina, give me my number. Take care.
Yeah, so Anne Marie is one of those people that I will give her an idea, and I feel like before we've gotten off the phone, she has implemented it. So she works really hard at her business, and she's been very coachable and very much wants to succeed, and she's willing to do whatever I tell her to do, and is having amazing results for it. Her contract was just up with me, and I just said, hey, do you want to renew? And I wish I had this on video, because this was her response to me. She's like, do I look stupid? So she's just starting actually her 3rd year of working with me. Actually, no, maybe it's her 2nd year. So anyway, it's right around 2 or 3 years we've been working together. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to jeankuhn.com/summercamp. All of the details for this program are on that page. The only thing that's not on that page is the money back guarantee, but it will be on the agreement that I send you when you join the program. I did not offer this money back guarantee to anybody else who's already joined the program. This is just for those who joined me on this webinar. It's the only way you get it. And if you go to the summer camp, it kind of tags you in there that I know that you came from this webinar. But that's the only way you get the money back guarantee. And I'm going to kind of take Anne Marie's words. I don't know how you wouldn't do it. It's geared to make you money. It's geared to build up your 4th quarter. It's geared for 30 days of ridiculous ideas and fun and business building, right? So if that's what you're into, I'm just going to ask you to go on over to jeankuhn.com/summercamp, and all of the information is there, and you can sign up for it there. So now, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Boom. And then there we are. Now we're going to come back to any Q&A. Let me unmute everybody. Unmute. Oh, how do I unmute? Unmute. Kathy's still muted. Kathy's not even at her desk. What the heck? Dave is there. Dave is there. Dave, you're unmuted. Okay. So, do you guys have any questions for him? Oh, Karen's muted. I'm going to unmute you, Karen. Okay. So, any questions that I can answer for you? I forgot that I was going to be on video. I didn't really do my hair today.
Yeah, hi,
Hi,
Gene. This
Gene.
is
This
Dave.
is Dave.
I'm
I'm echoing again.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me
Okay.
mute. That's why you were muted over here. I forgot. Why can't I mute you now? Dave, say it. See if I can hear you now. Say it again.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've offered this summer camp?
Yes, but it's bits and pieces of things I've done over the last 17, 18 years.
Yeah, it looks like I'm echoing again. It looks like you're consolidating all your knowledge into 30 days, which is pretty awesome. That's
Well,
kind of what I recognize.
Yeah, it's not all my knowledge, right? Because eventually, yeah, I have way more that I may offer to you at some point.
Well, a lot of your knowledge.
Yeah, but I'm telling you guys, for $497, my goal is to always give more value than I take in payment. And That's what my coach does for me, right? When she offers something and I know I'm slightly interested in, I know Sue has the same coach I do. When she offers something that I'm only slightly interested in, before she even gives the price, if I know I want it, I go to the back of the room because I know that she's going to have some kick-ass bonuses to go along with it. And the bonuses are always more valuable than the product, right? And that's exactly what I did. The bonuses for $2,400 in bonuses, they are way more valuable than the summer camp is going to be. And I'm including a hell of a lot for this in the summer camp.
Right?
Yeah. So does that answer your question?
Actually, I'm wondering if I go through this 30-day summer camp, I will know. I'm looking at you here, and I see all those books. Will I know all that?
Yeah. The answer will be no.
Okay.
But Dave, you're number one, you're gonna have fun. Number two, you're gonna know a lot, right? Not that you don't know a lot already, but you're gonna know a lot. You're gonna know how to build a great lead generator. You're gonna have it hooked up to your thing. That's why I'm really hoping that somebody in this program, somebody that I've talked to on the webinar, either on Tuesday or today, who does websites and things like that, will join, because we will recommend them to be all those people, that person who sets up everybody's website, right, with their lead generator. Now, not everybody's going to use that person, but how great is it when we have somebody right in the group who can help them, right? Sure. That's not what I will have to refer you out to other people if that's the case, and I will. I have a virtual assistant that I work with, but if I had somebody who was doing that was joining the summer camp, we're going to refer all the business to them. Whether or not you choose to work with them is another story, but we'll make all the referrals to them. Because, excuse me, because there are bonuses and benefits of working with me, right? Because I know a lot of people. I refer my clients, like Anne-Marie said, she'll promote you. I promote the hell out of my clients.
Great.
Yeah. So, any questions? Kathy, where are you? You've kind of gotten blurry here, so I know you came back and checked in. Where are you? We would like to see you today. I think she's just recording this. So. All right, if there's no questions, we are at 5:02. I told you it would be 60 minutes. I'm going to keep to my word. I'm going to say thank you so much for showing up here today. I'm so glad that you were here. I hope you'll go over to jeankuhn.com/summercamp, and you can, if it makes you feel better, you can wear your swimsuit to the Zoom meetings. We're going to do this on Zoom calls just like this. So, but please don't show it to us. Cool.
Thank you, Jean.
You're welcome, Sue. I'll see you in a couple weeks. No, it's like next week in Louisiana. Sue and I are going to Louisiana for some training next week. Paul, you're welcome, Paul. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll take care. Bye.
Have a good day, Jean.
Thanks, Dave. Bye. Bye, Sue.